Welcome back to NT Coins World, where every coin has a tale to tell and every collector is on a journey through time. Today, we're about to dive into two quarters, yes, just quarters, that go far beyond their 25-cent face value. These coins have fascinated collectors, sparked bidding wars, and kept numismatists awake at night, flipping through pages of price guides and auction records. Stick around because by the end of this episode, you might just find yourself searching through your change jar with a magnifying glass. Let's explore two of the most talked about state quarters, the 2000p South Carolina State Quarter and the 2017 D Effigy Mounds Quarter. Grab your favorite coin loop, sit back, and let's get started. The South Carolina State Quarter, released in 2000, was part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a groundbreaking initiative that revolutionized modern American coin collecting. This program spanned from 1999 to 2008 and featured unique reverse designs for each of the 50 U.S. states. South Carolina was the 8th state quarter to be released, officially launched into circulation on May 22, 2000. The coin's obverse carries the familiar portrait of George Washington, but the real magic is on the reverse side. Let's start with the design. The reverse of the South Carolina quarter is packed with symbolism and artistic detail. Designed by Thomas D. Rogers, the coin showcases a palmetto tree in the center, South Carolina's state tree, and a proud symbol of resilience. To the left of the tree, there's a Carolina wren perched delicately, representing the state bird. Above the bird, there's the yellow jessamine, the state flower, draping naturally. To the right of the palmetto, an outline of the state is etched, with a star indicating the capital, Columbia. Encircling the design are the inscriptions: South Carolina 1788, the year the state entered the Union, the Palmetto State, and 2000 E Pluribus Unum. It's a coin that tells a story of state pride and identity in miniature form. The attention to detail is striking, especially considering the millions of coins produced. But what truly sets this coin apart isn't just the beauty, it's also the variations, errors, and unique characteristics found in the 2000p issue. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. That year, over 742 million South Carolina quarters were minted in Philadelphia alone. While that number may sound massive, and indeed, the coin is not rare in the strictest sense, it's the condition, strike quality, and certain rare error types that elevate specific examples into the collector spotlight. In fine condition, the coin maintains clear details, especially in the palmetto fronds and bird feathers. Although not uncirculated or mint state, a fine-grade coin still retains enough sharpness to make it visually appealing to collectors who focus on affordable yet historically rich specimens. However, the coin market always places a premium on unusual or striking errors, and the South Carolina quarter is no stranger to these quirks. One of the most infamous and sought-after errors associated with the 2000p South Carolina quarter is the extra branch error, where a die gouge causes what appears to be an additional branch near the palmetto tree. This type of error is a result of damage or die fatigue during the minting process, and can make an otherwise common coin significantly more valuable. Depending on the condition and the visibility of the error, collectors have paid upwards of $100 for these unique finds. Another notable error includes off-center strikes. These occur when the blank planchet is not properly aligned in the coining press, resulting in a portion of the design being missing or shifted. While most off-center strikes from this year are minor and only deviate by 5 to 10%, more extreme examples can command considerable interest at auctions. Doubled dies have also been reported for the South Carolina quarter, although less frequently than in some other state quarters. A doubled die error occurs during the die creation process and results in a slight duplication of parts of the design, particularly visible in the inscriptions or date. For sharp-eyed collectors, spotting a doubled die can turn a 25-cent coin into a $100 gem. When it comes to market value, a typical 2000p South Carolina quarter in circulated fine condition might only fetch between 50 cents and $1 from collectors looking to complete their state quarter sets. However, higher-grade uncirculated examples, particularly those graded MS67 or above by services like PCGS or NGC, can range from $50 to over $200 depending on eye appeal and strike quality. Error coins, as mentioned, can command even higher premiums depending on rarity and collector demand. What also adds to the allure of this coin is the nostalgia and cultural significance. Released at the turn of the millennium, this quarter carries the optimism and excitement of a new era in American coinage. It marked one of the early successes in a campaign that brought numismatics into the homes of millions of Americans. For many, this was the coin that introduced them to collecting. Children across the country were given collector maps and albums. Coin hunts became a national pastime, and the South Carolina quarter was a proud representative of that golden era. Collector interest remained strong, especially for those pursuing a complete set of state quarters in high grade. Because the Philadelphia Mint typically produces coins with a slightly weaker strike than the Denver Mint, finding a South Carolina P Mint quarter with bold details and minimal contact marks is a challenge, and collectors love a challenge. Add to that the possibility of errors, and you have a coin that rewards careful scrutiny and dedication. To summarize, the 2000p South Carolina State Quarter may not be the rarest coin on the market, but it carries historical richness, design complexity, and collector interest that far outweighs its face value. For those who collect not just for profit but for passion, this coin is a vivid snapshot of American pride and artistic expression. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, the South Carolina Quarter offers a rewarding piece of the puzzle in your collection. The Effigy Mounds Quarter is one of the most visually and spiritually profound entries in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This particular quarter, released in 2017, honors the Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa. Unlike the 50 State Quarters program, which highlighted each state once, the America the Beautiful series celebrated national parks and significant landmarks from each state, territory, and the District of Columbia. Effigy Mounds was the first release of 2017 and the 36th overall in the series. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the D mint mark, the 2017 D Effigy Mounds Quarter brings to life one of the most sacred and awe-inspiring indigenous sites in the United States. Effigy Mounds National Monument protects over 200 prehistoric mounds built by Native American cultures, some shaped like animals, such as birds and bears. These earthworks, some dating back over 1,000 years, are a testament to the spiritual life, astronomical knowledge, and societal organization of ancient indigenous peoples. The design of the coin's reverse is minimalist yet profound. It features a bird's-eye view of 4 mounds shaped like bears, their curved forms laid out across the natural contours of the land. The artwork was created by designer Richard Masters and sculpted by Renata Gordon. Above the image are the inscriptions Effigy Mounds, Iowa, and 2017. Below are E Pluribus Unum and the phrase America the Beautiful. The obverse continues the standard profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and used consistently throughout both quarter series. The choice of design for this coin was deliberate and reverent. The bear effigies represent not just burial sites, but cosmological maps and ceremonial grounds. For many Native American tribes, including the Ho-Chunk and Iowa tribes, these mounds are living landscapes, places of power and memory. The U.S. Mint took particular care to consult with tribal representatives to ensure respectful and accurate representation. In fine condition, the coin shows wear but retains enough detail for the effigies to be clearly distinguishable. The contours of the mounds may appear slightly flattened, but the essence of the design remains. Although this grade is far from mint state, many collectors appreciate circulated examples for their accessibility and historical charm. Mintage for the 2017 D Effigy Mounds Quarter totaled around 289.6 million coins, making it relatively common in a broad sense. However, demand from thematic collectors, those focusing on Native American culture, national parks, or the America the Beautiful series, ensures steady interest. In circulated fine condition, the coin may sell for between 50 cents and $1.25, but higher-grade examples, particularly those graded MS66 or higher, can fetch $50 to $150 depending on strike and eye appeal. Now let's talk errors, one of the most exciting aspects of modern coin collecting. Among the most intriguing finds in the 2017-D Effigy Mounds series are die cracks and cuds. These imperfections happen when the die begins to fracture, leaving raised lines or blobs of metal on the struck coin. On the Effigy Mounds quarter, such anomalies are sometimes found in the upper areas near the rim or in the contours of the mounds themselves. Some error hunters have reported doubled dies, particularly on the lettering, although confirmed examples remain rare and hotly debated among collectors. As always with modern quarters, off-center strikes and plancher errors can increase a coin's desirability significantly. A well-documented off-center Effigy Mounds quarter with clear design elements visible can command a premium at auction, sometimes reaching $200 or more, depending on severity and condition. Market interest in this coin extends beyond typical numismatic circles. Effigy Mounds holds cultural and spiritual significance, drawing attention from historians, educators, and institutions focused on Native American heritage. This broader appeal gives the coin a more permanent value, one not strictly tied to metal content or scarcity, but to its role in educating the public and honoring indigenous history. Graded examples are also seeing rising interest. Collectors seeking to complete the America the Beautiful series in high grade often face challenges with the Effigy Mounds quarter due to weak strikes and common surface marks. A sharp, well-struck MS67 example from the Denver Mint can be a prize addition to a registry set and can bring in $200 or more at auction. The coin also serves as a reminder of what numismatics can be, not just a hunt for rarity, but a deeper engagement with the American story, its land, its people, and the histories we choose to remember. The Effigy Mounds quarter invites us to see beyond the silver-colored alloy and into a legacy that stretches back over a millennium. So there you have it. Two quarters, both seemingly ordinary in your change jar, yet both brimming with art, errors, and echoes of history. Whether you're a veteran collector or a curious newcomer, these coins remind us that sometimes the smallest treasures carry the biggest stories. Stay tuned to NT Coins World for more deep dives into the most fascinating coins ever struck. And remember, your next big find might just be in your pocket.